Just want to remind you, while some of these speeches were happening, I was back here looking at the silent auction. There's a lot of great items back here that will help the Italian American Baseball Foundation, also help maybe your basement, your walls, whatever. There's a lot of great items for the Yankees. You know, they have good items too. Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra, the Beatles. So make sure you take a peek back here at the silent auction. We're also going to have a live auction coming up during dinner as well. Next up, though, our next award, the IABF Achievement Award. And it goes, how'd you know? It goes to a longtime supporter and friend of the Italian American Baseball Foundation. A guy who spent 11 years in the Major League, came up in the Yankees organization, told probably the greatest Mickey Mantle story I've ever heard in my life at an old-timers day when Pags was a rookie. He played for the Padres, the Twins, the Orioles, the Texas Rangers, and he played in Japan as well. He was a 6th-round draft pick. He won a World Series as a member of the Twins in 1991. He also became a hitting coach in the Major Leagues, worked on Don Mattingly's staff for the Miami Marlins. And last year, Mike Rizzo was honored as the GM of the Washington Nationals. He was the IABF Executive of the Year. Well, he was smart enough not only to win a World Series, but to hire Mike Pagliarulo to be one of his assistants. So we are thrilled about that. And to introduce Pags, we welcome up Dom Scala, last year's IABF Achievement Award winner. Come on up, Dom.
Sorry, everybody. I had to take an Uber from where I'm sitting back there. Hey, let me just say something. Mike, you got a minute before we get to you? Anthony Matson. Anthony Matson here was a 7-year camper for Dom Scala baseball camp, and he used to sing every year, right? Right? He sang every year for the kids, especially the young kids at lunchtime. So how about that? He's an opera singer now. How about a big hand? Thanks. Good evening and congratulations to all the award winners here tonight. How about a big hand for Joe, Carmine, Mark, and Natalie for putting on another great show. I'd like to say hello to Michael Kay. I didn't see him. Mike, you were a little bit late tonight, but 7 o'clock, you had to work. You had to work till 7 o'clock, I know. Mike, congratulations, 20th anniversary show. Thank you. Congratulations on that. Voice of the Yankees, and never afraid to tell it like it is. And that's why Aaron Boone is not here tonight. I got you, Mike. Oh, man. All right, so let me just get my glasses out here because this is I just want to say a few words to my friend Mike Pagliarulo here. I am humbled and honored to present the IABF Achievement Award to my great friend and golfing partner, Mike Pagliarulo. Pag presented to me last year, and Joe called me to present to him. I figured it would be a great way to get a free ticket. And it worked. When Pags walked into the clubhouse for the first time, I said, all right, another Italian with the Yankees. So I went to say hello to him, all excited to talk. I said, hi, Mike, I'm Dom Scala. He said, hi, Dom, I'm Mike. I parked my car outside in the lot. Is that okay? I looked at him and I said to myself, this guy could get locked up for impersonating an Italian in New York City. One more time. Seriously, Pags was a great teammate, a terrific player. He had big shoes to fill with Greg Nettles, one of the best third basemen since Brooks Robinson. Believe me, Mike had his own bag of tricks at third. In over 1,000 games, he only had 133 errors. Couple that with his left-handed swing that was ideal for right field in Yankee Stadium. With his uni always dirty, his hard-nosed style captured the hearts of Yankee fans as well as his teammates. Always a student of the game, It's no wonder that he was an outstanding hitting coach with the Marlins and now special assistant with the Nationals. Here is something you may not know. He worked with future stars such as young Marlin hitters Giancarlo Stanton when he hit his 59 homers, Christian Yelich, who became an MVP, two-time All-Star Marcell Ozuna, and one of the best catchers in baseball, JT Realmuto. Because of his 40 years in baseball as a player, coach, and now executive, the IABF has chosen to recognize Mike Pagliarulo as the 2022 Achievement Award winner. Come on up, Mike.
Out there, it's all right. Thank you much. Buona suerte. Grazie per suerte. This grande onore. That's it. That's all I know. But the tie is a big hit. Everybody says so. And I was looking over the list tonight, and Michael Kay, he's not Italian. But you know what? He's one of the best. He's one of the best. This means a lot to me. I have my son and my daughter-in-law here tonight to share this with them. You know, the IABF is a fabulous organization. For me, it's about support, it's about family, it's about, you know, how I grew up. I feel like I'm home. Playing in New York, I loved playing for the Yankees. I mean, I loved every minute of it. And you know, the funny thing is I was supported by the Yankees. I felt like I was home all the time. And you know, my best day as a Yankee was when my first old-timers day. I was up 2 weeks in the big leagues, and I go to the ballpark, and there's a crowd. I couldn't believe this crowd. And then I walked into the locker room, and there's all these Yankees with pinstripes, and they were having the best time of their life. And I said, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And so I walked to my locker, which was in the back right, and you know, they didn't know me. And so I go back there, and Joe DiMaggio's in my locker, and I said, oh my God, I wanted to touch him, you know, Mr. DiMaggio. And I said, it's all right if I get my spikes out of here. Hey, Pegs, how you doing? I like the way you play, kid. And I'm like, oh my God, he knows my name. And so he, you know, he was the nicest guy. And I said, what? This is a great experience. And then all of a sudden, you know, the loud noise came to a halt when the doors open up, and in comes Mickey Mantle and Billy Martin come walking in the locker room. And, you know, then it really started to get crazy in there. And then all of a sudden, Mickey goes, hey, Billy, is that the kid over there? And he was pointing in my direction. And Donnie Mattingly's locker was right next to mine. And I said, Donnie, they want you for something. He goes, they ain't pointing at me, man. They're looking at you. And I said, what? So they come over to me. And now all these greatest Yankees are in uniform, and they're looking at me. And I was sweating like you can't believe. I was so nervous, and I was never that nervous. And it's Mickey Mantle. I mean, I'm in the place that I want to be at, and all of a sudden, here comes Mickey. He comes over, and he grabs me by the collar, drags me across the room into the training room, starts punching me in the side, hitting me in the stomach, and I'm like, what the hell's he doing? I don't dare hit him back. And he goes, hey, kid, I like the way you play. My name's Mick. He said, welcome to the family. He said, give me a call anytime you need anything. And then Billy said, hey, I'm Billy, how you doing? And they were both laughing, and they left, and I'm sitting there on this training table going, what the heck just happened? What was that? So I left the room, and then all those guys in the room, they started to be real nice to me and everything. I mean, I became Moose Gowan and Hank Bauer's chauffeur after that. You know, and it must be with those guys. They always like hitting you. Everyone threw, hey, Peggy, hey, boom, and then they hit you in the stomach. But it was the support like that I had that I didn't realize at the time, but it was from the organization. But in New York, you get support from other places too. You know, there was, you know, Blue Pinella told me one time, this was early, the same year, he said, hey, go see this guy tomorrow. He says, he's going to take you out to lunch. He'll take care of you. And I said, take care of me? All right, I'll go see him. So I went to this guy, his name was Tony. He owned, in the Bronx, owned a couple of car dealerships. He threw some keys at me, and he said, hey, take this. You're going to need this. You'll be good with it. And I said, what is it? Brand new Grand Prix, which shows my age. But so I'm like, Tony, I can't take the car. I said, you know, let me do something for you. He goes, forget about it. I said, no, really, serious. I'm serious, Tony. I said, I feel bad. I said, I can't forget about it. Let's go have some lunch. We'll go to Arthur Avenue and have some lunch. He parks his car in the middle of the street, leave the keys in the car. And I said, all right. So we go and have a great lunch. And I said, I'm paying for this lunch. So I reach in and go, hey, forget about it. I told you. And I said, Tony, please. So afterwards, dessert, the same thing, forget about it. So I was telling a couple of teammates of mine when I was playing in Texas, this story, and they're like, yeah, sure, Tony, forget about it. Because that's what I called him. Yeah, sure. And so I played one of my last games at Yankee Stadium, and all of a sudden the game's going to start. The bat boy says, hey, Pags, he said, some guy wants to see you on the front row over here. I said, who is it? He said, it's Tony. I said, all right. So Mickey Tettleton, Will Clark, and Dean Palmer, I said, come here. You know, the guys thought I was kidding. I said, watch this. They come up to the first step and say, hey, Tony, how you doing? Mikey, how you doing? He's about 85 with a blonde on this arm and a brunette on this arm. How you doing? Good. Hey, Tony, look at this. You're doing great. Beautiful. Can I get you something, a ball or bat? He goes, forget about it. I said, see, told you. They were like, wow. But it was guys like that, you know, that they were just friends, and they would help out, and they, you know, you just play ball and just leave it on the field, and people appreciate that, and that's what New York's about. That's what the IABF is about. You know, there was one other support from one of my managers, Billy. I love Billy Martin. I really did. He was great. But he had a different way of showing support. It wasn't really nice talk to you. It was kind of, you know, what's the matter with you, Dago? Can't you get more than one hit today? What's the matter? I'd have made that play yesterday. Why you can't make that play, Dago? I said, hey, Billy, come on. I don't know if my grandfather, you like me calling Dago all the time. He said, hey, listen, the only reason why you're in the lineup is because you're Italian. Okay? All right. But Billy was great. We were in, I'll tell you one story about Billy. We were in Texas one time, and I was playing like crap, and so all of a sudden, Cleat Boyer comes to me after a game. He said, hey, Billy wants to see you in the office. I went, oh, not now. I said, I don't want to go into that office. So I go in there and said, yeah. He goes, hey, Dago, man, you really stinking it up out there. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. You're playing terrible. I'm saying, well, it's going to get better. It'll get better. He goes, listen, here's what's going to happen. I got some friends coming into town. I'm going out tonight. I'm getting in at 2. I said, I need you to stay out. You're playing tomorrow. If you're in before me, it's going to cost you $1,000. You got it? I went, wait a minute, you want me to go out? And I'm going to play? He goes, geez, it's great. Hey, Brigetti. He calls Dave Brigetti, and he comes running in. He goes, yeah. He goes, look, both you guys go out. I'm getting in at 2. Take them out. If you're in before me, it's going to cost you both $1,000. Okay, Chip. And he leaves. And I said, okay. So we went out that night. And the next day we played in Texas, 106 degrees out. It was awful. And first at bat, I got like a double. Then I walked and I hit a homer. And I'm at the end of the bench in the 7th inning with an ammonia towel over my head, ready to throw up. And here comes Billy walking down the bench, and he never walks down the bench. And he goes, hey, Dago, you're finally relaxed, huh? I said, Billy, I said, that's terrible. I said, I don't have to do that again, do I? He goes, no, dummy, go back and get some rest. You're playing tomorrow night. But that was his way of showing, you know, you just needed to relax. You know, but he was very supportive also. You know, so there's lots of ways that you get support. In every event that IABF has, it's very relaxed. You know, it's fun. It makes it easy for people to be generous. And they help so much, and they're growing so good. So my hat's off to everybody here at the IABF. Unbelievable job. Always have my support. Thank you very much. Enjoy your dinner.
Take a picture, Mike.
All right, let's get Dom. Crazy man.
Give a hand to our IABF Achievement Award winner, Mike Pagliarulo.